Long time no see for everybody. Back and ready to do this thing. Next episode of Chatty, here we go. Hey, Gabe. Goodness, hey, Carlos. Hi, Adam. Hi, everyone that's on. So excited to see you all. I am just waiting for a friend of mine to get us rolling. All right, now I'm gonna add you in right now.
Howdy.
Hey, how are ya?
Good. How are you?
Oh, just absolutely wonderful. Good to see you. This is so exciting. I'm so glad to have you. I've taken a break for the last couple weeks, and so I haven't been live in a while. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, awesome. Have you done an Instagram live before?
No, not exactly.
Okay, well, I'm not sure if you know exactly how it works, but people are just going to be hopping on and off through the course of our interview, through the course of our conversation, and then afterwards I'll post everything to my page so people can continue to check it out, and I can send it to you for you to do the same.
Cool. Awesome.
Sound good? All right, awesome. Well, I'm going to do a little introduction. Hello to everyone who has hopped on and who will be hopping on. My name is Ellie, and this is our next episode of Chat E. The intent behind Chat E is to talk with young entrepreneurs and people that are doing really well in their field to kind of talk about what they do, how they got to where they are now, and just kind of motivate and encourage, especially during this crazy time of quarantine when stuff can be a little tricky, to show the world that people are still thriving, doing their thing, and yeah, just be a huge inspiration. So this is my new friend Noah, and I'm so pumped to have you. Like I said, would you like to introduce yourself and kind of share a little bit about what you do and what you're all about?
Yeah, so my name's Noah James. I just recently got into music, just writing songs.
Just recently?
Yeah, like March.
Okay, guys, then this is going to be like a crazier conversation than I even imagined. All right, go. Sorry, I'm not interrupting you. I just didn't know that.
Yeah.
Go.
Just got into music during quarantine and then released my first song, and everything went smooth from there, and I've just been writing ever since. And just
You just started this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, guys.
End of March, beginning of April, something like that.
All right, guys. So at the end of this chat, I will be posting, and Noah can share about a little more about his music. We'll be talking about it all throughout the course of this. But his music is actually incredible. I was listening on Spotify and sent it to my sister and told her earlier. She loves country, like huge fan. I was playing it for my whole family at dinner this evening, actually. But I thought personally that you had been doing this for such a long time. It sounds so professional and honestly so great.
Well, like, thank you for that. But the first song that I released, I didn't write it. Like, I didn't write that first one.
Sure.
So I just, took it off the internet, and then
just like a cover.
Kind of. It's kind of like you own some of it, but you have to give like royalties for whatever.
You won't take all the credit for it.
No, exactly. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I did that, and I released it, and I got it produced through like the internet and all that stuff. So I didn't go to.
What song was this?
It's called "Change Your Mind." Oh. I actually changed the title from what they had to what it is now.
Okay.
So I released that. It was okay. It was my first song, It's not going to be glorious. But the people who did write, they contacted me and were like, "Oh, we love your voice. We want to reproduce it for you for free out here." And so they did that for me, and I got all their contact information and whatnot. So that happened, and then my parents were finally like, "All right, well, if you want to do this, you need to go to an actual producer, like locally."
Yeah.
So I've been doing now.
My mind is actually like popping, like exploding right now. I had no idea this was such a new endeavor. So have you, before you like decided to kind of like start singing and dabble with music, I guess, that's been a part of your life, I'm assuming, in the past. Is that correct? Or something you've done, or kind of just like all of a sudden like, hey, new hobby time? And I mean, you can sing, so you probably knew that. I'd hope, yeah.
Well, like I like singing around like my friends or in the car.
Right.
And kind of just when quarantine came around, I was like, well, what else am I gonna do? So I went and bought my own equipment, and that's where it started.
No, and that's how it works. That's how you do it. That's honestly incredible, Noah. Like I literally, like I said, would have thought you've been doing this for so long. That's so cool. And you already have, how many songs do you have out right now?
5. Yep.
I like the Headlights one a lot.
A lot of people say that.
Big fan, because on Spotify too, that's the top one that popped up on the list. So I was like, ooh, and then I was like, that's the one I started playing for my family tonight, and they were like, oh, love this. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So I guess we kind of just said what got you started in your field. So just like quarantine decided. So you told me today that right now you're focused on your vocals, so you don't play any instruments at the moment.
Nope.
But is that something
My roommates do? My roommates play, but not me.
Okay. Do you think that that would be something that you'd want to eventually incorporate into your music? Like, are you looking at this as now a career of yours, or what is your thought on where you want it to go?
Absolutely looking at it as like a career path to follow. But I don't play any instruments, so it would be a little difficult. Because right now it's a one-man band.
I mean, but you just grow, you build, you meet people, and if you decide that you want to take the time and learn an instrument, that you can. I just personally signed up for piano lessons because I've been wanting to learn, and I watch YouTube every once in a while, and I don't get very far, so I just signed up to start learning an instrument.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's super cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, like I'll probably learn eventually how to play, but right now, just chilling.
No, totally. So we just started with the music. So can you tell everybody about where you're from, as well as the genre of music that you are singing and sharing with the world?
Yeah, so I'm from Nebraska, and I basically grew up on country music and like a little rock and roll. So
Sure.
music, and hope people like it.
No, honestly, you have. I don't know if it's like the tone, but just when you listen, it's like my brother's girlfriend was listening too, and she said this sounds like something that you'd hear on the radio right now.
That's awesome.
Like the kind of music on the country station that we'd be listening to,
Yeah.
that you would hear. That is so cool. I cannot get over this. I'm so impressed. Okay, so this is a brand new endeavor. You are already doing awesome. What projects do you have coming up in your future? Like, do you have any new songs that you're releasing anytime soon?
Well, I did send you that one, the demo. So I'll be releasing that in a couple weeks. I'm waiting to get it finalized. The chat right now.
I know, it's so fun, right? All these people are glad
So yeah,
everyone.
song I wrote back in June,
Uh-huh.
and I just took it to the studio on Friday. So
So
I'll
this
be
one's
in
brand
a couple weeks. Shouldn't be too much longer.
And where do you get your inspiration for the songs that you write?
Just experiences.
Love that. Very cool. And so I'm grabbing a pencil to take notes. Um, the upcoming song that you have coming out, what is it based about?
It's a breakup song. It's
Okay.
a breakup song. It goes a couple years back, but I just kind of I listened to this instrumental and I started writing. Like I guess I didn't write it, but I sang with the beat of the song, the rhythm of it, and
Mhm.
kind of flow. So that's how I write most of my songs.
That's so cool.
Right.
And then, so since you just started this, do you feel that you've gotten a lot of positive feedback and encouragement from like your family and friends and the people around you to do this?
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially when I first started. I was so anxious to release that first song, and then my friends just kind of shit on me for it.
Sure.
They're like, "Oh,
What are
you're
you thinking?
better than this." And
Mm-hmm.
we were talking one night, and they're like, "All right, you gotta just find your voice, do all this." And then I went back like the next day and wrote a song in a different kind of style, using a voice that I thought would work. And they're like, "Oh wow, this shit's amazing."
Yeah, no, it is. It's all so good. That's so cool. And honestly, that support and that encouragement from the people that you love is like so huge. And like I keep saying this, but honestly, so proud of you. Just saying we're just meeting, but so proud of you for like taking the jump and going for it, because I know personally something that sets me back a lot of the time is like fear of failure, like comparison to other people's success. And the field that you're in is competitive. The next question that I'm going to ask is kind of based on that. So for you to just be like, hey, like I know that I'm great. Like I know that I'm bringing something awesome to the table, and the fact that you went for it is like so sick. Also, I don't know if you saw it, but there is a comment below asking, "Hi, Estacita," asking if your music is on Apple or how people can find you.
Yeah, I'm on Apple Music, Spotify. Just look me up, Noah James, or you can go to my profile, and there's a link right in my bio.
So cool, very cool. So, all right, next question: what motivates you to work your hardest every day in this field? Because, like I said, you know, it's super competitive. There's a lot of people that are up and coming artists. You're such a rock star, and you're going to do so great. So I'm pumped for it. But what motivates you to work your hardest?
The motivation, it's just something I love. I love making music. I kind of fell in love with writing songs, and it keeps me busy too. So I'm not just stuck on one thing. I got multiple things to focus on, but this is what I really like to do.
No, that's so cool. And that's what life's about. So many people waste life away or spend so many years working on something that they don't even like. So very cool that you were able to find something. So how old are you right now?
20.
Okay, wow, more and more. Really, you're only 20. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. All right, we're learning so many new things. Okay, so are you in school right now? I'm still meeting you and getting to know you too. Are
Yep.
you in school, and what are you going to school for, and where are you at school?
Okay, so I'm at the University of Nebraska in Lincoln,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to school for management, which is not something I want to do, but it's a degree.
Just like it's just a management degree, period.
Mhm.
That's very broad. I didn't even know that was a thing. Cool.
I mean, I guess you can specialize in
Yeah.
something. I haven't really decided.
That's awesome though. So are you a junior at the moment?
Yep, I'm a junior.
Very cool. That's awesome. And so cool that you're loving what you're doing. Who knows now, once you learn all this management stuff, when you're hiring someone to be your manager, you'll be able to tell them exactly what they need to be doing for you
Right.
because you know the roles.
Just got to focus in class a little more.
No, I know. Seriously. Are you guys online right now or are you going in person?
We're on, it's going okay, but it's just school. That's school to me.
No, I know it's a challenge, but now you have something. Finish your classes. Now you have something super exciting to focus on and to like do once you're finished. So that's so cool.
Hmm.
So right now you said you're living in Nebraska. Is your plan to stay in the area, or are you wanting to like um move away and like do something else and soul searching? What are your thoughts in regards to like
Um,
going after your music? Or I don't know if you've thought that far.
well, the plan is to get out of here after graduation,
Yeah.
head out to Nashville, but plans change sometimes, so.
Sure. Can't plan everything. I try and do that all the time, and then it always things happen, just never the way you expect, right?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Well, what would you say are your biggest challenges that you face in the field?
Um, like kind of getting exposure, I guess, because that's how you kind of grow.
Mm-hmm.
People like what they hear. So just kind of and writing songs that uh, kind of hit a note with people, just make them want to listen over and over. It can be tough sometimes.
Right, especially if you're doing it all like on your own and initially, like in the beginning.
And the thing, when I go to the studio, I have to do all of my own harmonies because I don't have anyone else.
Right.
So that can be horrible because I don't like hitting all those high notes.
Yeah, no, I get that. Is your goal like in the future to potentially have more people, like do you want to form like a band or kind of be, yeah, do you want to form a band or are you
I
kind of interested in remaining like a one man kind of thing?
form a band, play live places. It'll be fun.
That would be so fun, especially when quarantine's over. Like going to country concerts and having a beer and all this fun stuff. That's so cool. Okay, well, I'm excited. I'm from Maryland, so one of the big places here is like Merriweather or Jiffy Lube and all these places. So Luke Bryan, Thomas Rhett, Luke Combs, everyone comes around here all the time. So we'll be looking out for your show, okay?
All right.
All right, no joke. Okay. Okay, so another question that I have for you. When did you discover that you could sing? Even if it was just singing in the shower or like you said in the car. Because you definitely did not just like wake up one morning belting out like that. There's no way.
No, I don't really know. Like that's a tough question because I just enjoyed it so much that it was like kind of there. But I'd say I was taking someone home one night. I was like back in high school.
Yeah.
And we were just singing, and she was like, "Oh, you can sing," and I was like, "What? What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, "All right, I'm gonna keep doing this. Fun, but
Sure.
take it anywhere." And now we're here. Now I get to record in my garage, write songs, and I feel confident about what I'm doing. So.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's so cool. Another question from the audience. Have you ever formally taken any lessons, or is everything like self-taught, all you?
I took like 2 vocal lessons this past summer. It was like June. And I did that for 45 minutes for 2 sessions. And then I decided I didn't like it. So I stopped. And I didn't want to pay for it. So,
Yeah, no, that's definitely.
but I did take those lessons. It was some of it was helpful, but for the most part, I just didn't enjoy it.
I feel like with those kind of things, it's kind of just like if you're going to see a therapist or something, you just kind of have to connect with the right person. But some of the stuff you can can I speak? Some of the stuff you definitely can learn on your own, but they definitely teach you things too that you don't think about. I've taken voice lessons when I was younger too, and it's just not necessarily what you expect, I guess.
Yeah. And the chat just said voice lessons are super expensive. Yeah, I didn't want to pay for that.
Yeah, no, definitely super expensive. All right, let's see. Someone else said, "Can we get a live sample?" That one's totally up to you.
Probably not right now. Definitely not now.
Well, we'll check out. We'll link all of his information, like I said at the end. Next time, he'll be playing his guitar and the piano and the drums and all of that jazz, and we'll be bouncing it all out.
I'll play the guitar.
What did you say?
I'll have one of my roommates play the guitar for me.
Yeah, we can plan it. Maybe you could totally, now that you've done a live, this would be really cool actually. No, as you're building your platform, it would be really cool for you to go live. And do you do TikTok? Do you have TikTok?
I do have TikTok.
Okay, TikTok's a big one too. Right now, like the biggest things are probably Instagram, podcasting, and TikTok. So a good friend of mine told me that, and now super hip to it. But anyways, going live on your Instagram and doing like a little concert and just having all your friends share about it.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I'd be down to do that.
Even just doing like 2 songs and having someone else, even one. But then like it's like exposure for you, and that would be a really cool opportunity.
Yeah, I'll think about it. I'll probably do it eventually.
Yeah. Build yourself up. You got this. But it would be super cool. I'm super excited for everyone to check out your music and everything that you have to offer. So explain to me too. So you've started working with the producer, you said, and going to the studio. So that's like a big transition, and I feel like something like everybody kind of wonders about if they're not into music. So can you kind of like explain to us about like that experience going into the studio and like being like that guy?
Yeah, so I reached out to him.
So who how did you find your producer, first of all? Is this just like a random guy in the area, or like
I went on an app called Thumbtack.
Okay.
For producers. And this guy had the cheapest prices.
Sure.
Like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go through him. So we get there, and he's just not what I expected. He said he's been to Nashville and all this stuff. He's worked there, and I was like, I big time lucked out with this dude. So I just literally worked with him all summer, and he helped me figure out how to write songs, how to record properly, how to do my own harmonies and whatnot. And then he puts it together for me after I just bring it into him. He's super helpful.
That's
Definitely
so great.
see where I'm at without that guy.
That's cool. But you need that guy, just like we were saying, just like the voice lessons and meeting that person. That's awesome that you met that guy.
Yeah.
That's
So
super
that go work with him. He's my go-to guy now.
very cool. Well, I bet you guys have built that relationship, so he feels the same way. That's super cool. I've never heard of Thumbtack before. I grew up singing, doing different stuff too, and I feel like after going to college and just like the things that I've done, I don't really do it anymore. So it's so motivating. I've never written music or anything, but it's so motivating to hear you just like pick it up again or kind of just like make that decision to do that,
Yeah.
because I feel like that's been something I've wanted to do even just for myself and haven't in so long. So that's really cool. So another question, focused a lot. They love you.
These are my friends.
They love you. They focus, or you said your focus, like your genre right now is like country, but you've also done, or you said grew up on country and rock. What do you plan on kind of remaining within the country genre, or what are your thoughts on what you want for your future music and stuff? Because I know a lot of artists switch it up all the time.
I'll probably stick with the country, a little country rock here and there. But this next song I'm releasing is a little more poppy than country, so I don't know what to really consider it. So, but I think it'll be a good one.
Yeah, super excited to hear it. I think this is so great. So, my next question, did you have any projects during quarantine? But I guess you've kind of like, we've talked about this the whole time, but you literally just became like a pop star, right? Country star.
Yeah, I just entire quarantine summer just writing a bunch of songs. So I'll probably release an album 2021.
Cool. And all of the songs that you already have out on Spotify will be some that are on it. Are those songs going to be part of it or completely different?
Will be new.
Wow. Okay. No, this is super exciting. You are gonna have a lot of new fans because all I'm seeing right now is for you to sing. Have you done a concert or like you don't have to do it if you're not comfortable, but have you done any concerts or singing or anything in front of people yet, or not really, more so just the recording and putting out the music?
It's just been recording, putting out music, and that's kind of what I've stuck with now until I just want to find a place where I can get people to come and perform.
Yeah, right now it's just kind of hard because your group can't get too big. But even starting too with like a small group of your friends or something, I think it'd be so fun.
Oh yeah,
I would totally be there if I wasn't in like a different state, far away.
oh, I appreciate that.
Super cool. Seriously, all of these comments, this of all of the chat e's that I've done, this is probably the most interaction that we've had, and because people are so pumped for you to do great, and like I said, you're gonna have a lot of new people definitely checking out your stuff. But they're excited for you, Noah. This is so great. I'm so cool. Do you have any tips for anyone else that's looking to not even just get into music, but just looking to get into a new field, kind of like start doing something new out of their comfort zone?
Yeah, do your research.
Hmm.
Yeah, I had to do a lot of research on how to record, like how to write songs, the chorus, everything, all about it. And then you just got to be passionate about it. You can't just pick it up and then set it back down and pick it up whenever you want to again. You just got to keep doing it over and over until you feel like you're perfecting it every time.
Mm-hmm. Would love to hear a sample from the new album. Ready for it. No, I mean, I think that's so true. And tell me if you agree with this. But that, and you've kind of said this through finding a producer and like having support and stuff, but you can't do these things by yourself.
Oh, absolutely not. No.
through my endeavors and stuff, I was always trying to do everything alone. But then because that means I'm learning 10 new skills, I don't get anything done because I'm like, ooh, try and focus. And then my brain's like, wait, but this. And so now I ask for help.
Yeah, so like every song I write and record, I send it to a bunch of my close friends just for some feedback.
Well, please now allow me to be one of those humans.
All right.
Okay. No, yeah. So you said you send it to your friends, and what else would you say that you do? Or were you in a place at any point where you were kind of trying to do stuff alone, but then realized you couldn't, or you feel like you've always kind of known you couldn't?
I feel like I'd always just could rely on like my close friends.
Sure.
Live sample.
Get out of
Live
here.
Sample. Live sample.
They're ready for it.
Ow. Oh, he's not gonna come back.
Is he the one with the guitar?
Oh, he can play, yeah.
They're gonna get you ready to go now. Oh my gosh. Well, no, I think that's so important to have that support because I know that a lot of times people don't. So it is very inspirational and exciting to see you doing so well, especially in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, we're only gonna keep growing. That's
Sure. Sure. I think, like I said, I think that if at any point you are interested in doing like a little concert or just playing 2 songs on a live, people hop on these, you save them on your IGTV so people can hear it, they would love it.
absolutely. I'd rather have someone who plays the guitar right next to me and then do it from there.
Totally. Yeah, no, I respect it. I totally understand. I think that that's a great idea. And whatever makes you more comfortable too. Because okay, I've read this. I don't know if it's like Taylor Swift or Justin Bieber, who it is. But you know how many concerts they have in front of like so many people? They
Oh yeah,
still they still get nervous. Do you get a little nervous?
of
I
course.
get I get super nervous about stuff like this. I'm like the most chatty person, but then when it comes to like even class presentations, I hate it.
Oh yeah, I can't do a class presentation, but a little liquid courage, I'll be able to sing in front of y'all.
Like always, right? Always. No, but I think the nerves just show that you're passionate about it too, though, because you're like getting ready to show the world what you got, and it's your stuff. So like that's what makes it so cool too. But I can promise you that the world's gonna love it. I already know that they do. Everyone that's listened to it, your music's honestly really great, and like I said, I'm very excited to see you grow and do really well.
Yeah, and there was a question: who is your inspiration? Favorite artist? There's a question back in the chat.
Yeah, go for it. If anyone else has any questions, please feel free to drop them below because yeah.
Yeah, I'd say what got me hooked on country or who was Kenny Chesney.
Love Kenny.
So he's been my number one for since like 6th grade. And then right now, probably my favorite artists are Morgan Wallen, Hardy, Riley Green. Adam Doliak, he's big for me too. But yeah, those are just kind of what I base some of my music off of, the sound.
Sure. And I think that, like you said, that life experience, if you listen to all the country songs from different artists and you really listen to it, then you're like, some of them are so deep and you can just tell that it was so, it was like so personal and comes from the heart.
Just trying to write a story.
What'd you say?
Just trying to write a story through.
Exactly. So cool. I get nervous with presentations as well. I always tell myself, have faith you can do this. Yeah. It's true.
Pretty much.
True. Life is full of opportunities to make us anxious, but then we just prove ourselves wrong and show the world how great we are, right?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Always. Well, Noah, this has been so wonderful. Do you have anything else that you would like to add or share?
No, I think we pretty much covered it all.
Well, I think I've said it 10 million times since we got on, but so cool that you're doing so well in such a short amount of time. Never give up on your dreams, and you're going to do awesome things. I can't wait to see it happen, and hope I can, I'll be a fan always, but can be a part of that circle too. But yeah, I will put, what do you want me to put underneath the chat? Because I'll save it and it'll be on my Instagram, like on a permanent, on the IGTV section.
You can come up with it.
Like, do you want me to link your Spotify? I can add the link that you sent me.
Yeah.
For Spotify, and like I could do it. I could find Apple Music too.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay, and then I'll just put your Instagram so people can check you out and follow. I am going to ask you sometime soon about that little live concert.
All right, we'll figure it out.
When you're comfortable, but sometime soon. Before the end of the year.
Oh yeah, for sure. We'll figure.
What time is it in Nebraska right now?
7:30.
Okay, only an hour. Okay. All right, well, have a great night. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you soon.
Yeah, you too. I appreciate y'all having me.
Of course. Bye.
Peace.